Housing going to work with you at all?
Yes, absolutely. So Chris is supporting me. He's been a big help. He's going to be one of my coordinators.
Because he really got kicked around in that election.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he really did. Yeah, that was brutal. And so Chris has been very supportive. He's been very helpful throughout for me. And so
if you go up the road here a little ways, you'll see about every other house has your sign out in front of it.
Oh, good.
And I've never seen this so early before an election. So I go on record and say, I go on record and say, Gilbert's is really backing you.
I like it. Thank you. That's awesome.
Are you going to have signs?
We're going to have lots of signs. So we need, all these things make a difference. One thing I would add, we're going to really be pushing on the signs probably come Labor Day. And so those last 8 weeks will be a real big push. Doug in my office is the sign guy. He's looking forward to being able to put signs in when the ground isn't frozen.
It's not frozen.
No, he doesn't have to move Frosty over to be able to put a sign in. So we're looking forward to a good summer campaign. But we want tons of signs just because it really gives a presence out there. The other thing I'd ask is we're getting bumper stickers out now. And you'd be amazed. I know some people don't want to ever put bumper stickers on their car. But if you'd be willing just this once to do it, it makes a difference. Literally, I've heard, and you know, it's hard to say, but it's like it's a mobile yard sign. You know, it really is. As we work at the stoplight, it just reinforces. And if someone can see the name 4, 5, 6 times, and then also tie it into a story where it's talking about something that they care about, we're going to get their vote. I'm going to get their vote because of your help there. So if you'd be willing to do that, to have a bumper sticker, if you have any problem getting it off when this is over, give me a call and I'll help you get it off.
You got magnetic ones?
We got magnetic ones. We got these kind that really are nice, so they come right off. So I promise we'll take care of you.
Just tape it on the bag.
Yep, tape it on the bag.
Did you bring them
right out. So yes, Ben.
Public schools, they're in a crisis. They're
Yes.
beyond it. I work for the second largest school district in Illinois.
Yeah.
We're 50, no, we're 46.
Are you sure?
We are.
Sure you still work there?
I'm retiring
Oh, okay.
June 4th.
Smart.
June 5th I can help.
Good.
25% of the staff was pink slipped. Children next year, you're talking 33, 34, 35 kids in a classroom. That's unacceptable.
It is.
The state
37,
goes to
37
46,
here.
Yeah,
at least
I agree.
$20 million.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just this state, but it's the country. This is a crisis. I want to hear what you're Have you thought about it? Do
Oh,
your
absolutely.
children- Do your children go to public school?
No, mine are actually. I've got a son at private high school. I went to Wheaton Academy, and then my wife is actually a former teacher, and so she homeschools our other kids. So they have been in school. I went to public school and private school, so I'm passionate about public schools. I absolutely believe we need good options for families. I think our education needs to be, there needs to be local control. It needs to be family driven, so parent driven education, because I know even in my own family, I've got 4 kids, and each one of them learns in a different way. And I'm sure you see it as a teacher, that different kids learn different ways and can flourish in different ways. So I am a strong supporter of great public schools, but also other great options that families can have. So what I support
the vouchers for schools too.
Yeah, I support that. In fact, I never thought I would have seen the day, but the Democrats just Senator Meeks brought up a voucher bill that passed, huge bipartisan support. They're going after, you know, the worst of the worst schools, where they're going to allow a voucher system. But to me, again, I think it makes sense to give people options. Competition works. I think it also makes sense for some schools could kind of specialize in certain things. You know, we got the Illinois Math and Science Academy, which is really a great place. It's just really hard to get into. But we're seeing people who are going from there and getting wonderful scholarships to the University of Illinois or other places with engineering and mathematics. And the idea of really training our best and brightest and giving our kids a hope in the future. But I am so committed to public education. I'm so frustrated with how we're not paying our bills. My schools are dying because of our failure to pay our bills. And it just frustrates me. It gets back to where we've
What steps can you take?
Let me
I
tell
mean,
you
we
real
can
quick.
talk that it's bad, but what steps can
let
we
me tell you.
take?
Exactly. I wanna hear.
We are in the, this was surprising to me to see, I just got these statistics, that this year's revenue is the third highest revenue in the history of Illinois. So 2009 and 2008 were higher, but not by much. So you get back to that and say, okay, 2007, we've got more revenue in 2010 than we had in 2007, and yet we're not paying our bills, we're not doing anything. The problem is we've grown tons of programs. Blagojevich and Quinn continue to expand programs, expand eligibility for just about every single government program that's out there. And what that has caused us to do, the increase in spending, spreading it out too thin, and choosing where they're going to be spending the money, means that our suburban schools have really been struggling. So what my commitment is we've got to keep a priority to the commitments we've already made. Before we expand new programs, we've got to make our commitment to our public schools, pay those bills. That's what we're fighting for. I think we need to be using the resources that are coming in with every, with the revenues that we're seeing coming in over the next couple months. It's got to go to our schools. We've got to make sure that we're following through on that. I think the flip side too, though, is I do want local control. I want local accountability. It really frustrates me when I see superintendents retiring, making $300,000 a year, or their local school district
Or giving themselves $15,000 increase while
and
you
they retire.
get nothing.
Right, they
We
retire.
elect
and
those school boards
Yeah.
to do it.
I know. So we blame other people, but we all pay the price for that because that comes back. The local district pays it. I think it's for 1 or 2 years, and then for the rest of 30 years or whatever that person is on that pension, the state pays it. The state system pays it. So that's got to change. There's got to be some more accountability there. I do want to see more money going into classrooms where we spend less on administration, more in the classrooms.
Are you working on it?
Yeah,
I know you
we're
want
sponsored
this.
legislation, but we're up
Exactly.
against the teachers union, which is the strongest union down in Springfield, so it's challenging. Every once in a while we can push something through, but we've got legislation filed to expand charter schools. I've met with the governor and the governor's budget office to try and get money released for our schools that set up that absolute priority that any new revenue that comes in, our first commitment has to be paying our existing commitment to schools. I also think it's just crazy that our budget process is set up where we vote on our budget in Springfield supposedly by the end of May. Reality is these last few years they've been so unable to get anything done with Blagojevich and Quinn that we've gone in overtime session where every single day we're in overtime session it costs the equivalent of a public school teacher's salary.
In 2 days, you just got something done about the pensions.
Yeah, so it can happen. If they want it to happen, it can happen quickly.